We're running out of days, we're running out of time. That means only one thing, it's a Scottish Transfer Roundup show. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football. Not long to go now until the deadline day. 3 days to be exact, and the clubs are running out of time to make some last minute deals. Now, I'd love to say there's some major transfer news today. Unfortunately, that is not the case. There's been no big £15 million, £20 million, £25 million signings. In fact, there has been nothing. So what I've done is I've compiled a bunch of news and transfer news, and we're just going to go through it all in rapid fire. So like I said, nothing concrete, but we're going to look at the latest rumours, and I'm just going to quickly give my opinion on it all. So first of all, Rangers are keeping a close eye on the situation of Harry Souttar ahead of the transfer deadline, and could make a move for the Leicester City and Australian defender on loan. This is according to the Daily Record. Right, could Souttar come in and replace John? Could he come in and team up with his brother John? Could perhaps Rangers play 3 centre-backs? We may be 5 at the back, and the 2 wing-backs, Tavernier and Barisic/Yilmaz pushing forward. I think they could. I think that's very possible. I think John Souttar's been great this season for Rangers. However, he's a little bit unfortunate because a lot of the goals Rangers are conceding are coming through him. And it's not necessarily him making big mistakes or being rubbish. There's just been some minor errors, a little bit of Souttar being unlucky, and unfortunately the goals are coming for his side. But I think Souttar's been really good for Rangers, and I think it would be harsh to replace him, honestly. But Harry, from what I have seen, looks good. Is he better than his brother John? I'm not entirely sure. We'll have to wait and see. Celtic face a race against time to work through a visa, work permit and international clearance paperwork for imminent arrival Lewis Palmer to face Rangers on Sunday, according to the Football Scotland. So Lewis Palmer will be a Celtic player. It's all but official. The only thing is, can Celtic get the required paperwork done in order for him to start in the Old Firm game? I think Celtic need a boost. We've seen their last couple of games, they've been toothless going forward. Could Lewis Palmer be the answer? It'd be exciting to see him in the Old Firm game for the pure reason we don't have a clue if he's any good or not. I'd rather see Lewis Palmer start that game than see Abada or Maida or Haksabanovic or someone like that, because you just don't know what you're getting with Lewis Palmer. You could be getting to see the best player in the league, or you could be getting to see someone that's a pile of shite not worth 3.5 million. But right now, we don't know. Rangers are set to let teenage centre-half Leon King leave on loan, with several clubs in the EFL keen on taking him before the deadline, according to the Herald. Would this be a good move for Leon King? I think so. I think Leon King came under some unfair criticism last year. It just wasn't ideal for Rangers in the Champions League. They got absolutely smashed. They had Leon King playing in centre-back. They had James Sands playing in centre-back. It just didn't go well for them. And I do feel like that Champions League run did kind of damage Leon King's reputation a little bit. I think a loan move would be good for Leon King. And I don't know if he needs to go to the EFL. I think there's definitely clubs in Scotland that would be interested in taking him. I think there's top flight Scottish clubs that would love to have Leon King as a signing for this season. So I don't know if he needs to necessarily go down south, but we'll wait and see. St Johnstone manager Stephen McLean wants to sign Australian midfielder Sven Strangler, who is a free agent according to the Courier. So yes, Sven Strangler. Not too sure who this guy is, but apparently his nickname is the Destroyer. Interesting to see if he rocks up at St Johnstone. Aberdeen defender Anthony Stewart is being tracked by clubs in Scotland and England, according to the Press and Journal. I'm not too sure why teams would be interested in Anthony Stewart. I seen him under the Jim Goodwin era, and holy shit, he was bad. I think Anthony Stewart was the reason Jim Goodwin got sacked. This guy was a fucking donkey at the back, and Jim Goodwin was daft enough to make him his captain. So, I mean, that tells you everything you need to know about Jim Goodwin. And finally, Motherwell will go into the market for another striker after Connor Wilkinson added to their front-line injury crisis. And this is according to the Daily Record. I think so far Motherwell have surprised me up front. They've actually done a good job. I thought they were going to struggle. I thought they were going to be relegation candidates this season without Fanfeen, but they've done a good job so far of scoring goals and being an attacking threat. Now, this injury is unfortunate, but they've got a few more days before the window closes, so hopefully they can get somebody in. And who knows, maybe they can push on and maybe even challenge for the top 6 this season. But they will miss Kevin Fanfeen's goals. In my opinion, there is no doubt about that. Anyway, guys, that is it. Like I said, not a lot happening today in the world of Scottish football. I'm hoping the next couple of days, though, we'll get some big signings made, some big transfers made. And if there is any, you can hear them all here first on Fog Football. Catch you in the next one. Till then, peace.